everybody in? Is everybody in? The ceremony is about to begin. Wake up! Is every number where it was? Has mystery stopped?
Awake. Shake dreams from your hair, my pretty child, my sweet one. Choose the day and choose the sign of your day, the day's divinity. First thing you see.
The ceremony is about to begin. Wake up!
Good morning. This is ShinDo. Today I'd like to talk about the candidacy of Donald J. Trump. What I'm seeing and using my critical thinking skills, which we all should be using at a time like now. Conspiracy theorists for some time have been saying that this whole left-right paradigm, that Democrat and Republican, that it's all just an illusion, that in reality they're all working on the same side. Over the last couple of days in California, back in my wife's old stomping grounds where we lived together for over a year, Orange County, an area which I know a bit, having lived there. Over the last couple of days, we have seen protests that have broken out over even the possibility of Donald Trump even speaking in California. What I propose, what I believe, I firmly believe, is that these protests, which are nothing but a bunch of gang thug violence, these riots are actually instrumented to bring in this man as dictator-in-chief. Let's look at this logically. Several months ago, when Trump first announced his candidacy, the conspiracy theorist went crazy. This is right when he initially started to get some traction and people started talking about him. His candidacy was thought by conspiracy theorists to be nothing but a ruse, a setup by the Clinton campaign, creating this caricature of a angry white man against Clinton, and thereby getting Clinton into office. Well, I think it's more than that. I think the intentions from the very beginning was to get Trump into office so that he could bring about the chaos. I have heard the word chaos said in the news more often in the last few months than I ever have before. Chaos. Chaos in this, chaos in that. And as we know, and I fully support, by the way, the idea that chaos must come before established order. Chaos and then order, something that Lucy and I have spoken of on many occasions. I, being representational of the chaos, and her the order. This was a planned from the very beginning. You've got people like Mitt Romney, who is obviously not regarded by most Americans as being a very credible man, coming out against Donald Trump a couple months ago. You have the entire establishment supposedly against Trump and him becoming president. Over and over and over again, we hear this. Each and every time that the Republican establishment, or just the general establishment in Washington, has come out against Trump, it has helped him in the polls. It has increased his popularity. Well, I don't think that's being done by accident. Surely there is something going on behind the scenes to get this man into office, to establish control over the United States. We've got conspiracy theorists who months ago were against Trump, and now they're all backing him. They're all behind him. You are being played for a bunch of fools. I find it very curious that nobody else is talking about this. Trump as president will be, and he will be president, and he will be a dictator, and he's not going to make America great again. The entire purpose of this man, and whether this conspiracy is something that is so abstract as to it to be not even something that is concrete, people sitting down and around tables and discussing this, the quote-unquote Illuminati, even if it's not a conspiracy in the sense that human beings are getting together and determining that they want someone to bring about this order, this demonic evil order, an order that for many generations has been established by the Demiurge, the Yahweh, the Jehovah God of the Old Testament. What I see in Trump, and what I'm just, I'm at a loss for words that no one else is saying this. I can't find anyone coming out and speaking about this man as though you would expect people to do. He has cast a spell on people that he even has got support from fundamentalist Christians, when this man and his lifestyle is exactly opposite of any Christ-like. He represents everything that a decent Christian should be standing against. This is not a political statement that I'm making about Trump. The man has been married 3 times. He only marries young, beautiful model types. He brags about the fact that he cheated on his wives. He has multiple casinos that he owns and runs. And he has gentlemen's clubs, strip clubs, multiple strip clubs. And to top everything off, when asked whether or not he has ever once in his life prayed to God and asked for forgiveness, he has said no and shrugged his shoulders about it like it was no big deal. What's going on here is the establishment of a state that everyone should be against. Yet, mind-bogglingly, he's getting nothing but support. I've held my tongue about this for some time, but I'm going to come out straight and say this. If any man on this planet, or whoever was on this planet, fulfills the roles of biblical prophecy, Christians, wake up. It's this man that you are supporting and that you think is a God-fearing Christian man. What's going on with these riots lately? What's going on with all of these people who have come out and spoken against him? It's all a big act. Everything, it seems to me that the only reasonable explanation for the establishment to come out and speak against him, the only reasonable explanation for the lower dregs of society, these punks, these criminals, bands, to come out and to riot, and for the sitting president of the United States, through his spokesman, which he did yesterday, say that, oh, well, this is just he actually equated punk Mexican illegals destroying police cars. He equated it with the Boston Tea Party. You have to use some critical thinking skills here. Why is everybody doing this? The only answer that's reasonable that you can come up with is that they want to see a Trump dictatorship. Why they want to see a Trump dictatorship? Well, that's open to debate. But seeing what has been happening over the course of the last several months, and it's culminating now, it's as though these people are all on the same script, and the script is to get in this man as monarch, dictator, and chief. And folks, if you can't see that, then honestly, I don't know how to help you. I don't know how to get you to see it. Trump, if there ever was a man over the course of the history, certainly of this nation, who would fulfill Bible prophecy, then this is the man. And you need to wake up to this fact. Christians have gotten so muddled up with a book that they have lost their common sense, their spirit of discernment. Wake up, folks. You're being manipulated. And it seems as though you're doing it with eyes wide open. And if that's the case, and it seems to be the case, there's really no hope for you, nor hope for this age. Personally, I'm glad to see this age over, but I feel it incumbent upon me to give you this warning. Wake up to the reality of what things really are and what's really going on. Wake up to who this man is. Donald J. Trump. This is ShinDo. Have a good day.